doon ko na-discoveryhan na not all people will appreciate what you do, even though they already gave you your money, even though they said that they're committed to do the things that you would help them to do. Doon ko na-realize na it's still not enough. Kahit ano pa nila, kahit even if they pay you a shitload of money, kung sarili nila hindi nila tinutulungan, walang mangyayari. And kaya ako na-stress nung time na yon, sobrang stress, sobrang mental stress kasi I really wanted them to be successful, like super successful. Pero yun pala, I discovered na, yun nga, kakasabi ko lang sa'yo, that there's a limit kung hanggang saan lang yung kaya mong gawin as a mentor or as someone who guides other people to be better.
So, enough about myself naman, kuya. Like, it's all about you. Gabi naman.
Sige.
So, we want to know your story. Like, how did you become the copywriter? Kasi kahit ako, hindi ko alam yung whole story mo eh. It's always, parang baliktad kasi the last time. So,
sure. Paano magsisimula? It started when I was, joke lang. 2017, actually mali. Nag-start ako mag-freelancing 2010.
wow.
Through Odesk. Odesk pa yung tawag doon. Hindi pa Upwork. And then, di ko pa alam eh. I really didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Pero yung specialty ko lang was, I was into designing websites before kasi yun naman talaga gusto ko eh. So, I started content writing plus designing websites. And yun, I earned my first $25 sa type of work na yun. And I was actually happy.
Per piece or the whole thing?
Ano ba yun? I think it was that for that project eh.
Okay.
With web designing plus content writing. Kasi $25 masaya ako nun kasi ayoko nang bumalik ng corporate nun eh. Nag-quit na ako sa corporate. May gusto kong mag-venture out into whatever stuff na mapeperahan kasi ayoko na talaga sa corporate. And then, so I earned my first $25 through web designing and content writing. Pero parang, parang ngayon, parang wala lang yun eh. Kasi,
di ba sa very...
ang pangit ng gawa ko nun. Siguro pasang-awa na lang yung client na yun. Parang, okay, sige na nga, nag-effort siya. Here's your $25. Tapos, anyway, I was having a really hard time. I was having a hard time getting more clients kasi I didn't have anybody that time. Yung tinuro lang sa amin nun na nakakilala ko before was just Odesk, apply lang ng apply. And then, ang dami kong pinag-applyan nun. Tech support jobs, web designing. Pero yun, to cut the long story short, I landed $25 because of content writing plus web designing. And then, sabi ko gusto kong magkaroon ng consistent na ganito. And I was super desperate and frustrated actually. And kind of depressed kasi walang may tumulong sa akin eh. So, I told myself, shit, kailangan kong magkapera. Ayun, bumalik na lang ako. Oo, so bumalik ako ng corporate 2010 hanggang 2017.
Okay.
Oo, bumalik ako ng corporate kasi wala eh. Walang mentor, wala rin akong pera.
Pero at the time ba, you have your family na along with you?
Wala pa.
So,
I was single.
Oh, okay. So, at least,
pero
ikaw lang.
Ano yung $25, di ba? 1,200 pesos. Just go. So, yeah, I went back to corporate 2010 to 2017 and then shortcut na lang, no? 2017, I worked in this software company sa BGC dito sa Fort Bonifacio for 3 or 4 years. And then, on my last year, doon ako napaisip na ganito na lang ba talaga ako habang buhay? Magiging ganito na lang ako. So, na-curious ako, and then I was in constant search for answers for months. I think it was 4 months. And then, nakaka-frustrate kasi alam mo yun, I want some answers but I don't know where to get them. Until such time na, coincidentally, I think na-retarget ako ng Facebook. It showed me an ad of, hindi ako fan nito, but anyway, Facebook targeted me with Dean Grazio. Hindi pa si Dean noon. Ty Lopez. Ty Lopez's content.
Parang yung uso yung mga books.
May library, may books, and then may got a Lamborghini. Sabi ko, putang ina, gusto ko ganyan. Diba, parang, nung una, skeptical ako kasi, sino tong taong to? Ba't ang dami yung libro, ang dami, may magagarang kotse. But then yung, nagpantiging tayo ako nung nakarinig ako na sabi niya, you can earn money from where you are, blah, blah, blah. Sabi ko, ay, putang ina, gusto ko to. Kasi I wanted to resign from corporate na for months eh. And then, Ty Lopez, ilang beses na ako nire-retarget ng ads niya. Until such time na na-discover ko yung freelancing. Let's not name this group, but I actually tried I tried some of their methodologies kasi yung misis ko, yun yung naka-enroll sa kanila that time. And na-curious ako, and then I said, I want to try this kasi I really want to quit corporate for good. I'm tired of the corporate politics and stuff like that. Kahit na gano'n ka kagaling, kung sip-sip yung kasama mo, may pag-iwanan ka talaga. So,
at that time ba, kuya, yung, like, how much were you earning if it's okay with you?
50K.
Corporate.
50K. Corporate.
Pero
I think
it took a while.
60 pala, sorry. 60, pero may taxes pa, so 50 plus na lang. Shit, man, it really took a while. Tangina, 2010 to 2017,
diba?
7 years kang bago makamit yung 60K. Like, what the fuck?
Diba?
Oo. Yun pa nga, isa pang turning point ko is, I knew I was good. And I knew I deserved something better. I deserved something more than 60K. Pero yun nga, wala akong alam. And then, yun. But anyway, let's go back to Ty Lopez. And then, discover ko yung isang group ng freelancing. I took up their lessons. Sorry, bago ko pala ma-discover ron, yun, I quit my corporate muna. So, bumili ako ng laptop. It was the most expensive laptop that I bought at that time. Kasi hindi talaga ako bumibili ng 30K laptops before eh. So, it was worth 39K. Sabi ko, 13-month ko, bibili kong laptop, tapos mag-freelancing ako. Tapos, ayun, discover ko yung isang freelancing group. And then, I tried their methodologies. I quit corporate muna. And then, inaral ko yung methodologies nila. And then, I was actually, habang inaaral ko yung methodologies nila, I was learning stuff on my own then. Like, yung na-discover ko sa YouTube noon was how to make money online using blogs or blog writing, ganon. So yun yung turning point ko na, shit, gusto ko to. And habang nagre-research ako, I discovered na yung mga gumagawa nun ay copywriters. So yun, that's when I decided that I wanted to be a copywriter. Kasi yung gusto kong freelance skill na i-hone talaga in the first place was video editing. Kasi hilig ko din naman yun eh. And that's the reason why I bought a 39K laptop na pang video editing specs. Kasi yun yung gusto ko. But excuse me, mas nagustuhan ko yung writing. And then, yun, from that single YouTube video, how to make money using blogs, nainganyo ako. I kept on researching. And then, until I found out na yung mga dinidiscuss dun sa isang freelancing group wasn't for me. It's not working for me. So, habang nagre-research ako, copywriting groups, copywriting whatever, wala pang masyadong copywriting groups noon in 2017. Kaya yung una kong nakitang copywriting group sa Pilipinas was RAF, Copywriting Dojo Philippines.
And
then yun.
Year, kuya. Like, I mean, Copywriting Dojo Philippines opened up when specifically? At that time?
Early 2017. Oo.
Din
pero nung na-discover ko siya, January 2018 na. So, na-discover ko sa January 2018, and then that's when I knew about RAF, my copywriting mentor, which we will be discussing in a few minutes. So, yun, una, gumagawa lang ako ng content, and then nagtatanong sa kanila ni Chess about copywriting tips, blah, 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 blah. And then that's how I started my own journey na copywriting talaga yung gusto kong i-hone. Tapos that's when I learned about ADA and PAS, copywriting formulas. And then through that group, I was able to better myself in terms of writing content, no? Kasi putik kung nabasa mo yung earlier content ko, na ang cringy pare, sobra.
Pero but right now, nakasave pa rin siya, di ba? Basis.
I think so.
Di ba?
I hope hindi kasi super ultra cringe yun eh. But I did save yung mga content na ginawa ko after nun. After kong makilala si Naraf and nagtatanong-tanong ng tips, I did save my early stuff no about content. Yung una kong napiling niche was fitness kasi I was really heavily into fitness before. And gusto kong pasukin yon na niche. And then I created some articles about body recomposition, yung mga stuff na yung mga hindi alam ng usual public, like how to turn your fat into muscles, body recomposition, tapos the caloric deficit, and ano pa bang mga terminologies nun? Basta how you can...
Body conditioning and stuff.
Oh, yun. No? Kasi yung usual na sinasabi lang kasi nila before was hindi, kumain ka lang ng gulay. Tapos, papayat ka niya, tapos gaganda ka tamal mo. It's actually a fucking big lie. Kasi, I tried it on my own. Sabi nila, dapat walang rice, ganun. Papayat ka or gaganda ka tamal mo. Shit, I was training for 3 months na may rice and gumanda ka tamal ko. But then, pandemic happened, yun, dad bod.
Don't worry, kaya... I'm part of that. Like, I've been 6 months at home. Ganito lang.
Diba?
Nandito lang sa gilid.
So yun, I was creating content na hindi ordinary sa fitness until such time na naisip ko na targetin yung personal trainers. That's when I adjusted my content to my ideal audience, which was personal trainers. But then, wala hindi pa rin masyado kumakagat yung personal trainers eh. Mainly because I didn't know partly of what I was doing. But, so, after nun, diba, I was in constant communication with Raf and Chess. Through the dojo, I was able to close my first $20 content writing. I think I made 1,000 word content. So yun, $20. So sobrang saya ako kasi it was my first ever copywriting job or project. I get paid to do it. So yun. Pero hindi lang din madali yun eh kasi there were a few friends that I know na minamaliit ako eh. Kasi galing akong IT eh. So galing akong IT, nag-shift ako sa freelancing and then to copywriting. And then this particular guy told me na you should just stick to what you know, which is IT. So doon ako na bad trip ako sobra, and then I told myself na tingnan na lang natin after a few months from now kung anong masasabi mo sa akin. Basta anyway, I used his insult para to give me more drive to better myself in terms of writing copy. So yun, that was my story about my first $20, and then I met Raf, yung founder ng Dojo, and then I found out na he is offering mentorship program. Tapos, I was fucking broke that time. January 2018. Wala na akong pera kasi naubos ko na yung 13th month ko. So what I did was, I hopped on LinkedIn, and then nag-login ako sa LinkedIn, and then may nag-message sa akin na manager, kakilala ng isang manager ng company where I worked with before, sa SolarWinds, yung IT company. So I took up that role as an IT manager, worked there for 3 months kasi I needed the money. And I needed the money not just for my family, pero I needed the money for the investment that I'm going to make, which is yung mentorship program ni Raf. So after 3 months, I stopped with that company and went back to freelancing kasi may pera na ako eh. So nag-invest ako sa mentorship program ni Raf, and then it was 30 days or 1 month exactly na I trained. I was trained by Raf, and then 1 month later, I landed my first 1K client, USD, which is 50,000 pesos. And then yun na, sunod-sunod na yun. That's what self-investment can bring you.
Yeah. And I guess on your side nakita ko because like meron kang mga parang mga kalaban na parang humaharang sa mga beliefs mo ngayon na gusto mo mag-push forward. I guess kasi may quote kasi nakita ko ngayon na which is success is the best revenge. So
yes, man.
So kahit ano pang sabihin ng ibang tao sa likod mo, pero kung yun na nga napakita mo na I'm doing it right now. Di ba?
Kaya mo to.
Sa'yo, di ba? So,
you know what's funny? That same guy who told me na minaliit ako, tas in-insult ako, he messaged me a few, like 2 or 3 months ago. He messaged me. Hindi ko binasa eh. I don't know, kasi I was promoting my mentorship program around that time. So I guess he was asking about the mentorship. Pero hindi ko binasa eh. Kasi number one, ang daming nag-message din sa akin, and then pangalawa, I overlooked his message, and then number 3 is because I wanna show him na look where I am now, bitch. Dati manaliit mo ako, and right now I'm earning more than you. So yun, tama yung sinasabi mo na parang work in silence but celebrate publicly. Yeah. Celebrate your success publicly.
And so after nun, kuya, like you got your first $1,000 client. Tapos when did you start to shift as a mentor? Like, I mean, when we talked na, you were like 3 years in. But when did you decide?
2+ years pa lang, actually.
When did you decide to like, I want to teach also, I want to like share my knowledge about it, and like.
Right. Good question. Partly because nung sa corporate ako, gusto kong ma-promote kasi I was already a team leader na eh. So like a supervisory role. I wanted to be promoted sa managerial role up to the director level para makatulong sa department. Because I know that I have what it takes to help the people out who are in need. And I know hindi to bullshit kasi yung mga taong natulungan ko when I was just a team leader was very appreciative of what I do sa kanila. So yun yung backstory on why I want to be a mentor. Kasi I want to help people out, like genuinely help them out. But hindi ko inaakalang dito ako mag-excel sa freelancing industry. I guess it started when I was scaling my copywriting business, no.
At that moment, ilan yung, I mean, how much were you earning at that time? When you planned na I'm gonna go here and teach other aspiring freelancers to be a copywriter?
Yeah, 2K. USD, so 100,000 pesos. Tapos doon ko na-realize, hindi, kasi before ako makaabot sa 2K, na-exceed ko yun eh. I was actually, yung pinaka-highest ko that time was I think 120 or 130,000. But that was, 4 yung clients ko. So,
parang sa kuya sa position ko. Okay.
Ganyan yun. So, naisip ko na hindi sustainable yung process ko noon. Kasi I was just taking in clients kahit hindi ganun ka-quality, basta ma-reach ko lang yung income goal ko. So, ending nun, after 2 months, I think, nilet go ko yung iba, and then I was just back to 1,000 to 1,500 USD per month, which is 75K, less than 100K. Pero, nung time na yun, I was still thankful kasi hindi naman ako ganun kapagod. Oo nga, 4 nga client ko. Pero tangina, I was working 14-15 hours a day. So, wala rin yung 130K na kinikita ko. But, yun sabi ko, I challenged myself ulit. Sabi ko, gusto ko magkaroon ng 6-figure consistently. So then, I closed up another client hanggat sa naging total lang 2K na yung earnings ko. And then, that's when I decided that I need help. So, I was looking for a junior copywriter before sa group ng copywriting mentor ko, which was Raf. I wasn't a mentor that time. I was still just higher level copywriter na that's trying to scale the business. So, yun pala, if you want to scale your copywriting business, just look for other people that you can outsource your work. But yeah, going back, yun, may 2 clients na ako that eats up my time. So that's when I decided to look for a junior copywriter that I can outsource my work with. But then, what's even better is that yun lang sana yung bala ko. Pero it turns out, yung junior copywriter na yun was also not just my intern, but also my first ever mentee, si Sabrina Aglipay, taga Inner Circle din Dojo. Yun. Kasi the reason why I wanted to help her is because I found value in her. Like, mabait siya, and then mabilis siyang turuan, and she wants to learn more. She's eager. So, yun yung naging qualities niya para I would exceed in just treating her as my intern. Not just paying her to do copywriting stuff, but also I was teaching her for free. So, yun yung story ni Sabrina, which was my first student/intern. And then, after nun, I was actually thinking, hindi pa decided. I was thinking of making a brand of what I do. And then that's when I thought about the Anti-Guru. Kasi timing, yung build ko kasi. The reason why I established the Anti-Guru is because I'm sick and tired of the coaches here in the Philippines na namemera sa ibang students. And then, at first, it was just a satire brand. Ito ko lang ng tapos, I heard my story. This is my story. This is the Anti-Guru. This is what the Anti-Guru is all about. This is what the Anti-Guru believes. This is what the Anti-Guru can help you. And then, yun, nung may group na, I was actually fired up kasi yung mga taong naandun ay receptive of what I do. So meaning they are at some point, they number one believe in what I do, believe in in my values, and then number two, they're genuinely curious about what the hell is funnel copywriting. Kasi mostly na mga coaches that time, 2 years ago, was just teaching direct response copywriting. So medyo broad siya. And then I'm not sure if some other coaches here in the Philippines were teaching funnel copywriting, pero sa ibang bansa, definitely meron na yon. Dito sa Pilipinas, wala pa ako may nakilala that time. So I niched down to funnel copywriting. And then, excuse me. Yun lang. I started branding. I started to create content that entertains as well as informs and educate. Tapos doon ko nakikitaan na parang people are finding value in what I do. So I was still hesitant actually to teach students paano. Wala pa talaga akong balak maging mentor. Kasi nga gusto ko lang talaga mag-produce ng content that's against those coaches na namimera dito sa Pilipinas. And then that's when you approached me.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
And then doon ulit ako nakapag-decide na, ready ba ako? Parang hindi ko pa kaya eh. But then, fuck it. Sabi ko, fuck it. Gusto kong tulungan to. We have the same values. And then, yun. You are actually the second student that I have ever taught that opened, you're sort of like a gateway eh. Kasi after sa'yo, sunod-sunod na, doon ko na-realize na, shit, I can do this stuff. And I can do this without even, alam mo yun, hindi ako nanggugulang ng tao. I'm delivering what I said that I would do, and I'm confident that I can do it consistently. And then, doon na, you are the eye-opener, and then yun, sunod-sunod na. So yun.
Now, compared sa, I mean, from that breakthrough, kuya, what was parang mga next few na mga transformations nangyari? Because like, ako kasi after that, I was like busy focusing on myself, on my transformation din. So, tapos naging, hindi na din tayo na masyado nag-usap through messages. So, napapansin ko na lang that you were just adding more mentees. And I was like, whoa, okay. Marami na yung anti-guru mentees. Marami nang slaves sa masters.
Gagi. I guess the turning point was pandemic, bro. Kasi I lost my clients during pandemic. So I asked myself
clients ka ba nun? Like
yung tayo rin tinitrain kita? Dalawa. But nung nag-start na tayo, nung halfway hour training, binatawan ko na yung isa. So, isang 1.5 na lang yung, I think 2K, sorry. Isang 2K na lang yung client ko nun. Kasi sabi ko, I don't need another 1K. Okay naman ako sa 2K lang eh. Tapos buhay na ako and while helping other people out. Tapos yun, after ng training natin, putik, nag-announce na may pandemic, like shit, yun, wala na yung client na yun. Kasi, ano rin eh, apektado rin yung business sa Australia eh. So, I had to innovate and pivot. Sabi ko, if I can teach Deb the same stuff that I do and help him make, help him do good things, maybe mare-replicate ko to sa ibang tao. So yun, that was my turning point, pandemic. And then nag-pivot ako, I became a mentor, I became a coach, and then I told myself, shit, I need money. Kasi kung isang tao lang, like sa'yo, it was not enough to sustain my family. Lalo na nawalan din ng work yung mother ko. So I was literally the one who was helping everyone in the household before. Kasi ngayon, we moved out na eh. So before we were living with my mom. So sabi ko, I need to make more. Not because I want more money, but because ako yung bumubuhay sa amin ngayon. Sure. So that's when I came up with the group mentorship program, the Sensational Six. Basically, what it is just a glorified mentorship program. Like, gawin mo lang 6 yung GEB. 6 na students. Pero same lang din.
Like, did you get that from like, when I saw the Sensational Six na term, ako nang naisip ko was like the Sinister Six, which is
yun actually yung pinanggalingan noon. Kasi sabi ko, Spider-Man na yun eh. Because I was thinking of words lang, so I was playing with words and then the Sensational Six. Okay, shit. This is good branding. Boom. Ayun.
Kaya sabi ko, wow, ang ng pagkapasok.
Kasi timing. Kasi good timing na rin. Kasi sabi ko, 6. Pag 6 yung kinuha kong students, okay, sakto yung income. And then sakto, yun lang yung kaya ko that time na turuan na tao. And then, I want them to be super sensational and successful and different among other copywriters. So yun yung logical lang part ng branding ko yun. That's how I came up with the Sensational Six. Kasi gusto ko muna Sinister Six kasi gusto ko maangas eh. Kaso baka kasuhan tayo ng Marvel dyan eh. The Sensational Six, yun. So that's how the group mentorship program started, and that's how I transitioned into coaching by starting that group mentorship program.
And ilang months, from, di ba natapos tayo, Kuya, by March or April?
Early April ata.
Tapos,
kasi nag-extend tayo eh.
Tapos, how many months was that? Like, ilang batch ng Sensational Six were you at that time?
So basically, the Sensational Six is just a glorified, mentorship for 6 people, but the same din yung tinuro ko sa nila, tinuro ko sa'yo. I designed it for 5 weeks. And then, 3 batch ako. Actually, 2.5. Kasi, sa last and third batch, hindi ko na kompleto yung number na kailangan ko. 3 lang. 3 out of 6, so only 50%. But, the good thing, the thing that I'm most proud about it most was, aside from genuinely helping those people, is yung na-test ko yung copy ko. Na-test ko yung copy ko as a copywriter, as someone who writes copy for coaches, for businesses for 2 plus years. Sabi ko, test ko nga yung copywriting skills ko sa sarili ko. And then yung boom, nagulat ako. The conversion rate was 250% off of that sales letter. So sabi ko, marunong pala talaga akong gumawa ng copy. So I had 2.5 batches ng group mentorship program. The first batch was, the success rate ng first batch in terms of client acquisition was 83%. Meron isang hindi nagparamdam sa akin, hindi na ako in-update, walang client, so okay, wala na akong magagawa doon. He doesn't wanna help me. 83%. The second batch was a little bit tragic, totoo lang, kasi doon ko naranasan yung unang batch, parang ang sarap eh. Walang masyadong problema eh. Lahat sila may clients, smooth sailing. Tangina, nung second batch, doon all sorts of mental fucked up shit nangyari sa akin. Kasi I wasn't expecting it na ganun ka-challenging yung pagiging mentor. Doon ako binigyan ng challenge na parang grabe talaga yung mental stress. Like, super. To the point na I wasn't even kinda working with them anymore kasi sobrang stress na ako sa mga binigay nila sa akin ng students. There was one time na I did not work for 1 month. Nag-PS4 lang ako. Kasi I wanted to be distracted kasi sobrang stress ko. So, ayun kasi when doon ko na-discoveryhan na not all people will appreciate what you do, even though they already gave you your money, even though they said that they're committed to do the things that you would help them to do. Doon ko na-realize na it's still not enough. Kahit ano pa nila, kahit even if they pay you a shitload of money, kung sarili nila hindi nila tinutulungan, walang mangyayari. And kaya ako na-stress nung time na yon, sobrang stress, sobrang mental stress kasi I really wanted them to be successful, like super successful. Pero yun pala, I discovered na, yun nga, kakasabi ko lang sa'yo, that there's a limit kung hanggang saan lang yung kaya mong gawin as a mentor or as someone who guides other people to be better. Sure, your intentions are clear na gusto mo talaga sila maging successful, but then if they're giving you 99 bullshit excuses, ano man yun, why they don't want to be what they want to be when they talk to you before, wala pa rin talaga mangyayari. So that gave me the mental stress, like sobra. Yun, that on the next, it affected my performance on the next batch, which is one of the reasons why hindi ko nabuo yung 6 people sa third batch. Is because sobrang stress ko and I was only able to attract 3 qualified leads out of hindi ko na matandaan. Basta yun yung reason hindi ko siya nabuo yung 6 people sa last batch. It's because I was in a fucked up mental state.
But it just means, kuya, di ba, na human tayo. Like, I mean, even though you're already a mentor, you're already teaching, nandun pa rin na tayo, kahit you're helping other people, meron pa rin tayong parang sa sarili natin that we're pushing ourselves up, pero when there's a pinpoint na nagda-drop din tayo and we need ourselves to like build it up again. Yeah. At that part, I understand.
Oh yeah, sobra. Oo, kasi, excuse me. I remember the time when I told you na kaya ako nag-pivot is because I needed to feed my family and to help my mom. Ayun din isa sa mga reasons ba't ako sobrang na-stress mentally. It's because yun nga, gusto kong tulungan talaga yung mga taong nagbahid sa akin para tulungan sila. And then at the same time, I was kind of worried about paano ko bubuhayin yung pamilya ko. Kasi ayaw nilang mag-participate. Ganun. Basta sobrang halo-halo. And then, shit. Yeah. The most important thing in times of adversity, para mag-bounce back ka ulit, is you just have to remember why you started this.
Yeah.
Kasi at that time, I was already thinking of hanging the towel na eh. Sabi ko, shit, ang hirap. Ang sobrang lala na nangyari sa akin nung batch na yon. Sabi ko, di ko alam anong gagawin. Basta sobrang clusterfuck na ako. But then, you just have to give yourself time to think about some things. And then eventually naliwanagan ako bakit ako bumalik ulit as a mentor, as a coach, is because the reason why I started this shit is para hindi na magoyo or maloko ng ibang coaches in the Philippines or hindi na sila peperahan pa. And that's where I stand. So sabi ko, okay, yeah, that's exactly why I started this shit. So bakit ako mag-give up? Yun lang. So yun yung masasabi ko, when you're faced with an adversity, just think of why you started this or why you started whatever you're trying to do.
And of course, ngayon, kuya, like after that, you still kept pushing forward. Tapos andito ka na ngayon, and of course you're having a new way of like showcasing your talents with a new partner, which is Strix. Why don't you tell more about that, how it came to?
Yeah, it wasn't easy then, Kasi after ng third batch ng Sensational Six, doon ko naranasan na, everybody wants to be a fucking coach. Ang dami ng tao, ang dami nagsisilabasan sa Pilipinas na, hey, I'm a coach now. Hey, I'm a coach now. Oy, putang ina, gusto ko rin mag-coach. Hey, coach na ako ni ganito. Sabi ko, shit. Nawawalan na ako ng ideas kasi nagiging saturate yung market lalo eh. I mean, nung pumasok ako, it was kind of saturated. But then siguro hindi naman ganun ka-saturated kasi because most of them still have clients. Pero nung a few months down the line, doon ko na naranasan, parang nagsilabasan sila na parang kabute, na parang mushrooms na biglang, coach ako, coach dito, coach, whatever. So I had to stop. And then I created a course. It flopped. Nag-flop yung course ko. The conversion wasn't really good. It's because I was assuming na yun yung kailangan ng market. Indeed, it was partially, pero kasi yung course na ginawa ko was Facebook ad copywriting, LinkedIn ads, and Google AdWords. So sa Philippines, yung LinkedIn ads and Google AdWords are foreign. Yung most common na need na service dito na is Facebook ads, Facebook ad copywriting. So yun lang yung hinihingi nila. Yung mga nakakausap ko was telling me, Facebook ads lang yung gusto ko eh. Isa-isip ko, paano ko po-presyohan to? Eto nga, package nga siya. So wala, nag-flop yun. Ang baba ng conversion ko doon. That's one of the many ways I thought of para ma-separate ko yung sarili ko sa mga newcomer coaches that time. Pero unfortunately, yun nga, nag-flop. And then I was still looking for answers. Kasi at that point, yun nga, sabi ko, I want to separate myself sa mga newcomer coaches. Nakakasulpot lang, no? So that's when I met a mindset coach. I consulted with her, and I also consulted with my mentor's mentor. I paid, siguro yung mga nagastos ko nung time na yon sa consultations lang, it would be equivalent to a PS4 Pro. Nakabili na ako ng PS4 Pro sa consultations lang. Why I did it? It's because I want to level up. Gusto kong makuha yung insights ng mga matatagal na sa coaching industry. So I paid their time, jump on a phone call with me, ask them a shitload of questions about advanced techniques of coaches, blah, 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 of the coaching industry, blah, blah, blah. Yun. So, nakakuha ako ng idea based off of what I've learned from them. But then, unfortunately, hindi pa rin enough. Hindi pa rin enough yun to separate myself from all of the coaches na kakasulpot lang. Ano nga ba nangyari nun? Yeah, I was continuing to innovate, trying to refine the process ng mentorship program ko. And then that's when I decided that I need a mentor. So after ko makilala yung mindset coach na pinag-consultan ko, I met another coach, a really good coach. I met another organic marketing coach from Switzerland. And then sumali ako sa tripwire offer nila for, I think it was $35. So sumali ako doon. And then hindi ko inaasahan na yun pala yung back-end offer nila. Wala akong balak na sumali sa back-end offer nila kasi ng front-end offer nila eh. Excuse me. Napaka-tempting eh. So yung front-end offer nila was like make conversations on Facebook and without spending and turn them into qualified leads without spending on ads. So na-convince ako, okay, sali ako dito, $35 lang naman, I have nothing to lose. So I found value sa offer na, sa front-end offer. Kasi nung sumali ako sa offer nila, sa front-end offer, I was able to close $3,000 USD plus habang nandun ako sa group.
Wow.
So sabi ko, tangina, ito doon ko na-refine ang aking offer, mentorship. I offered it to 2 guys muna. So I offered it to 2 guys and then I sold a couple of my courses to, I think, 5 people. So that's how I earned $3K USD while I was in their tripwire offer or front-end offer. And then, sabi ko, shit, I found value in this. Tapos sabi ko, ano kayang next? Kasi matatapos na yung challenge eh. So, yung tripwire offer. Tapos yun, little did I know that that guy, tapos yung team niya sa loob, are actually pre-qualifying leads na sa challenge na yun. And that's where I was, where they told me na qualified ako sa backend offer nila because I made money, 3,000 USD out of that $35 offer na ano nila. So, yun, they try to upsell a backend offer na coaching program, 3-month coaching program worth $6,900. Sabi ko, tayo na, bigat. And then, sabi ko, shit, alam kong ito yung kailangan ko eh. Ito yung kailangan, pero tangina ang mahal. I was torn between shit, anong papakain ko sa mga anak ko. And at the same time, shit, ito yung kailangan ko para mag-stand out sa mga coaches. Ay bro, nako, hindi lang kamot ng ulo yung inabot ko doon. So, that time, although naka-close ako ng 3,000 USD, but it still wasn't enough for $6,900 offer. Actually, I remembered kinausap kita nun if I could borrow some money from you para pangdagdag sa down payment, di ba? So di ba, I was actually reaching out to people na kakilala ko. So it was more than just kamot sa ulo, gawa ko doon. Tinanggal ko na yung hiya ko talaga. Sabi ko, tangina, eto na kailangan ko. I need the money to go in. Wala na akong pakialam kung anong sasabihin ng ibang mga kakilala ko. Basta, I just need the money, pambayad sa down payment. Babayaran ko naman, babayaran ko naman sila pag nakapasok na ako after 1 month eh. So yun, long story short, I made the money, no? Nakahanap ako ng paraan para makapagbayad ng enrollment, ng down payment sa enrollment. Whew, in 24 hours, dude, shit. So yun, in 24 hours, I produced the money that I did not have before. And then sign up to the program. And then 3 weeks later, I earned 16,600 USD.
Wow.
From the coaching program. In sales, organic sales. Books, Google AdWords, whatever. I made 16,660 in just 3 weeks or organic sale. And then sabi ko, shit, buti na lang talaga. I signed up to this program. And then the rest is history, bro. The next thing I know, nung December, I closed a few more students in December. So, excuse me, I made 9,960 in organic sales in December. Kasi yun yung goal namin sa coaching program eh. They would ask us yung monthly goal namin. And sabi ko, simple lang naman sa akin, 10K lang. 10K, okay na ako. 10K USD. But then yun nga, nung November, 3 weeks lang, hindi ko inaasahan I would exceed the number na 10K lang, from 10K to 16,600. Sabi ko, shit, it's really fucking doable if you put your mind and everything to it. So I made 1,960 nung J, 5,000 something lang. Kasi sabi ko, hindi ko na kaya. Kailangan ko munang i-fulfill to, yung pinramis ko sa mga taong to, sa mga students ko. Kailangan ko munang i-fulfill, tapusin ko muna to bago ako maghanap ng students. Kasi one of the biggest realizations na naisip ko late last year is that money is easy. It is easy if you want it to be easy. It is easy. Kasi you will find a way how to make it easy. Usually yung problema kasi nila money eh. Parang gusto nilang mag-earn ng ganitong amount pero hindi nila kaya. It's because of this and that, whatever excuses. If you get rid of all those excuses and align your mindset with ayun yung story ko about the coaching program. And then December, Strix and I were talking about by the way, Strix and NLP coach siya na bumili ng course ko before. And then we were in contact ever. Fascinated with what he's doing. He's a doctor, pero he's also an NLP coach that's tired of the usual bullshit guru stuff dito sa Philippines. So we collaborated on a project called Persuasion and Conversion Challenge, meaning we will be teaching people how to approach prospect clients without relying on scripts, how to make conversations, and how to persuade the ideal clients to jump on a sales call and eventually perhaps close the sale, whatever. But the gist is organic marketing siya with persuasion. So yun yung nilaunch namin recently. And to be honest, I was happy kasi akala ko nung una hindi yung matutuloy eh. Kasi I was so tired sa fulfillment ng mentorship. I'm teaching 18 students. Lahat sila, mag-isa lang ako. So it's my first time. Kaya nakakapagod yun.
Parang December,
sobra.
Parang nag-rush mode ka nung December, kuya eh. Kasi you were talking about it na. Tapos you were aiming at January na i-full blast na siya agad.
Nagkasakit ako, nagkatrangkaso ako. It's because na-push ko yung limits ng katawan ko. And then I told Strick, sabi ko, bro, I'm sorry, hindi kakayanin talaga. Okay lang ba sa Feb? Move natin ng February. Buti, surprisingly, okay lang sa kanya. Sabi ko, sige, thank you so much, bro. Bawi ako. Kasi hindi ko na kinaya eh. Handling 18 people at the same time is a fucking new territory for me. So yun, that's my story right now, bro. So I guess yung pinaka lesson talaga na natutunan ko is don't get tired of investing in yourself. If lalo na alam mo na you're trying to, alam mo sa loob-loob mo na may gusto kang i-accomplish but you don't know how, just keep on digging whatever, decide kung anong gusto mo with you and your goals. And then eventually you'll find the answer. And when you have that answer, the opportunity will come, grab it. Kasi yun lang naman ginawa ko eh. I was looking for answers for months. Kasi gusto kong mag-level up as a coach eh, as a mentor eh. And then, while I was looking for answers, yung opportunity na yun, yung tripwire offer na yun about, I forgot what its name, but let's just name it, yung front-end offer ng mentor ko, super timely. Kasi yun yung time na naghahanap ako ng sagot. And then, he added me on Facebook, messaged me, I saw his offer, sabi ko, shit, let's go, let's do this. Tapos hindi ko rin naakalang yun na pala yung sagot na hinahanap ko for months. And then, muntikan ko na lang, alam kong opportunity yun. Kaya ginawa ko lahat talaga. Nanghiram ako ng pera sa mga tropa ko para may pang-enroll ako because I know that that is the right opportunity for me. And hindi nga ako nagkamali.
Oh, at least you took the risk and nag-benefit.
Yeah, I took the risk and the rewards outweighed the risk.
So, yun nga, I mean, also from my side, kuya, yun nga, at this moment, siguro kung kino-compare ko yung what happened to you, tapos kung ano ako ngayon, like, right now, I'm taking the risk of investing, like sharing what I can without like receiving anything. Basta lang, I get to like impart them, like, papasok sa utak na there's something in the digital market na hindi nila natatap pa. It's like, kung third world country ang Philippines, ang Palawan is like, sobrang, as in talagang, they're used to the physical work.
Third world country, tas yung pang sixth
Kasi,
joke lang.
Kasi I mean, sanay sila dito to like physical work, like 8-hour job. Okay sila sa ganyan, but they're living at the state I can only work and get paid at least 10,000. Tapos I could not go higher than that. Yun kasi yung parang nakikita ko. So, imagine mo like, nakikita ko sa inyo kuya daily yung mga nakukuha yung heights. Tapos dito, like, they're just here and I'm telling them, like, I'm always talking to my friends dito, to my, like, mga colleagues na, you're just tapping a very small area pa, na ang dami ko nakakikilala na sobrang layo na, like, 5K and 10K dollars is a very small thing compared, like, dito na, like, parang, kinakagat mo lang yung 200 tapos you're barely touching the 400.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I'm telling them na 400 is very minimal talaga sa digital market. So, yun nga, sabi ko, it's been a big help na yun nga, I've talked to you and you've engaged to me like yung mga experiences mo. Tapos, I get to meet other people na I get to see their wins na I'm hoping to get there din para makatulong pa ng ibang tao. Like right now, on my side naman kuya, meron kasi ditong parang education din na training services sila pero on the petroleum engineering side. So they've
specialty mo yun, di ba? Yun yung course mo, di ba?
So they've been here for like a long time. I think 4 years na ata sila dito. Tapos I just recently messaged the owner, the founder of that, which is nandun din siya sa Qatar ngayon nag-work. So parang 28 days nasa offshore, 28 days nagte-training. So ngayon kinausap ko siya, like I personally want to talk to him how he built that, and which is I'm aiming to also build those kind of training kasi kumbaga I'll be the first to be talking about copywriting itself dito. So yun nga from on your standpoint, parang ikaw nga yung parang tinitingnan ko like how did Kuya did this and built that, so I could like follow in his footsteps and like share other people the opportunity na imagine mo in the span of like 3 to 5 months, I tapped like from living on a 10K as a fitness instructor to living into more than 100 plus. Nag-tap nga ako dati ng 200K in just 3 to 5 months, which is kung sa corporate world makukuha mo yan, di ba? Di ba?
Mamamatay ka na lang siguro, di mo pa makukuha yun.
Oh, di ba? So parang I'm always sharing that to them na ang laki ng opportunity na hindi pa nakukuha nila. And yun nga, on your story kuya, imagine mo 2010 ka pa nag-start, tapos like yung experiences mo sobrang layo na, parang dekada ka na ngayon kuya, 2 decades ka na.
Like, di ba? Pag sa corporate talaga ang bagal ng progress mo.
Di ba? Yun kasi yung parang issue. I'm not condemning naman the corporate world. There's people naman who are really good in that side. Pero like like for me naman din, like nababagalan din ako. I want to like speed up din. Now I'm seeing that progress of you. Of course, question pala kuya, like when I saw you, I think that was 6 months ago when you were at 2,500 and now you're at 9,500. How did you switch, like on the mindset point of view and like sa decision making mo, how did you switch that up na it's time for me to value myself higher?
To believe what you do. Sa akin kasi, and I'm also speaking to a lot of Filipino freelancers, no? Lalo na yung mga hindi pa nag-i-invest sa mentors. They have to think that money is easy, that it's not hard. Kasi when yun nga, the mind is such a powerful organic thing that when you use it right, grabe, sobrang powerful. I mean, I only learned that when I consulted the mindset coach din naman. So I was also in the same spot where a lot of Filipino freelancers are before. But then, yun talaga yung natutunan ko is, if alam mong kaya mong gawin, then there's no reason to doubt yourself. And you just have to battle your inner demons, and then tell them to shut the fuck up. Kaya kong gawin to. Don't mess with me. Kasi kaya kong gawin to. And those inner demons are your imposter syndrome na tinatawag nila. Those are your mental challenges or mental demons that are telling you na di mo kaya yan. Diyos ko, ang hirap-hirap gawin yan ganon. But then, when you challenge them, actually, at kung titingnan mo in a logical standpoint, titingnan mo din kung, di ba, kung kaya mo ba talaga gawin yon, or you're just saying no because you're afraid to be judged by other people. So, I say, alam mo yun, don't give a fuck about what other people think. Kung kaya mong gawin yun, go take the risk. And magugulat ka na lang na yung reward na makukuha mo doon outweighs the risk. So, in terms of getting that, in terms of increasing prices, no, my rates, no, alam ko naman na kaya kong gawin yun, na kaya ko yung ginagawa ko. But it's just that my mental demons was telling me na baka hindi ko kaya. Pero ginagawa ko na siya eh. I'm delivering results to my clients. It's just that my self-limiting belief is telling me na hindi mo kaya yan. So after I realigned my mindset by actually facing my inner demons and telling them to shut the fuck up, first of all, dapat kasi meron kang results from your clients or your previous clients. Meron kang results and social proof. Kasi social proof is a big thing for prospect clients. It's a trust builder. Pag may testimonials ka ng clients mo before, pag meron kang numbers na na-produce mo sa clients mo before, it only means that syempre, kayang-kaya mo talaga gawin yun kasi eto yung proof mo. And then what you need to do next is to leverage those proof and then repackage yourself and reposition yourself as the expert and then charge 50% or whatever types or whatever percentage na gusto mo to charge higher. I mean, that's just my secret. Sa akin lang yun kasi I'm not sure with others, but when I was a copywriter, 1K or 50,000 pesos lang ako nag-start eh. And then, yung ginawa ko, I collected more social proofs, more numbers, more results. And then after 3 months, nag-increase ako to 50%. So from 1K to 1,500 in a few months. Ganun lang. But if you think na hindi pa enough yung social proof mo or yung numbers or yung testimonials na na-produce mo, I would understand, mahirap nga naman mag-increase lang ng price kung hindi pa if you haven't positioned yourself in the market. So if that is the case, I learned this from Strix recently. So kung hindi mo pa kaya mag-increase ng 50% kasi hindi pa yung numbers or yung social proof mo aren't relatively high, if you're too scared of increasing your price to 50%, maybe you can start with 10%. And then from there, sunod-sunod na lang na 10% hanggat sa makabuild ka ng enough social proofs and results. And then pag marami na, sobrang dami na ng magagandang results mo, then boom, 100% or kahit ilang percent pa ng ano mo dyan na gusto mong price, because you deserve that. You've honed your skills for a certain period of time para umabot ka sa ganong level, di ba? Sa mataas na level. And then when you're at this high level, you can confidently charge higher price point. Yun, that's how I did it. And of course, yung mga investments na rin na ginawa ko sa sarili ko, no? Yung mga programs na kinuha ko, which helped me like 5 or 10 times my social proof in the freelance industry. So yun lang.
And right now, of course, nakikita ko naman yung growth mo din, Kuya, because like, even though hindi tayo masyado nag-uusap, I'm still following you. Of course, ikaw yung pinaka-first mentor ko in copywriting. So, ikaw talaga.
Thanks, bro.
So, as of now, what is like the next step of the Anti-Guru?
The next step is good thing you've asked. I actually just before. So I'm going to scale this coaching business. It's the same thing. The gist is the same thing. I'm still going to help people be better at writing copy and get high paying clients. This quality of work that I will still give goal ko. And I wouldn't be able to do that pag mag-isa lang ako. Kasi putik halos halos wala lang akong day off sa ginagawa ko ngayon kasi mag-isa lang ako fulfilling 18 students. So I needed help. So tinap ko yung dalawang students before. So gagawa na lang ako ng system, ng process ko as a team, not as an individual. And then we'll be relaunching the mentorship program. So from my initial goal of 10 to 15K USD na organic sales, I plan to achieve 50K USD. yun yung next income goal ko. And then maybe pag na-hit na yon, I would add more people in the team and then reach to 100K USD. Ganon. That's it for the coaching business. And then I plan to venture out sa e-commerce din eh. Because I invested in an e-commerce program last December. So eventually, if I get more time, kasi nag-i-scale na ako, there are other moving parts within the team. So magkakaroon ako ng time para e-commerce. You can't say these days kung ano mangyayari eh. It just shows nung nangyari yung pandemic eh. So you have to be ready for whatever. That's why multiple streams of income dapat.
Okay, so salamat talaga sa this opportunity ko is a big thing for me. Like right now, I'm still kind of new into sharing and helping others to grow themselves as a freelancer, as copywriter man yung ipo-pursue nila, then I'm just here to help them. And right now, ikaw yung pinaka closest and yun nga pinaka nakikita kong alam ko na go through muna and will also be the same thing for me, which is thank you so much talaga for the opportunity to talk to you right now. Alam ko itik eh. Ano ka na eh, parang hitman ka na ngayon. Minsan nakausap kita, minsan hindi. Sobrang busy mo.
Lalo mo na last time na tinatapos ko yung collaboration namin ni Strix eh. Ngayon, saktong busy lang, hindi na sobrang busy. Tapos na yung sa amin ni Strix. It's just me back to fulfilling the mentorship program. Yun lang. But yeah, siguro what I can give you advice right now, I think alam mo na rin naman to eh. Because people will take us for granted eh. Kahit na gaano ka-genuine yung intention natin. I guess you just have to be selective in the types of people you want to help and then charge. Charge them. Kasi kung ako nga na ang mahal na binabayaran nila sa mentorship program ko, may mga may nagte-take for granted pa rin ngayon. Ano pa kaya na because I don't blame them. It's people, it's the basic psychology of a human being eh. But yeah, so ayoko lang sa'yo na masayang yung alam mo yun, yung efforts mo. And then I don't want you to go through the same shithole that I did. So yeah, don't just help because you want to help them. You have to help yourself as well.
I mean, para sa akin naman ngayon, kumbaga, because I'm teaching and helping them, parang pati yung basics bumabalik sa akin. Ganun kasi parang, ito yung nare-realize ko, because like, when you're just writing on your own, parang you already, parang na-acknowledge mo na yung mga basics, but when you're teaching them, parang ikaw babalik ka sa lahat para lang maintindihan nila.
Yeah. Tama. Minsan magugulat ka parang, no, ba't nga ba? Minsan kasi yun nga, yung ini-skip natin yung fundamentals. Akala natin, tangina, dito na ako sa taas. Doon na kailangan yan. Tapos pagbabalikan mo pala, no, dapat ganyan.
So parang more or less na-enhance mo din yung sarili mo along the way of like teaching.
Yeah.
It's a very good.
Really happy for you, bro. Progress mo.
Hopefully by the end of the year, may ma-share na ako sa'yo na like may office na, may like training ground na.
Meron na nga ngayon eh.
Like
mo may sales letter book na ni.
Of course, yan kasi lahat. I mean, yung shinare ko yung book, it's all about like what I learned from you and like yung freelancing experience ko. Of course, dun talaga yun makikita yung mga pinagdaanan din of how I stepped in. Yeah, being great helping others ngayon. Like, nakikita naman nila kung like how I changed in just like parang ganun lang. Nakakaroon ako ng bahay na matira, then I could like help them teach on my own house, my own place. Tapos, of course, I'm gonna share this to you, Kuya. Like, maybe this week, I'm gonna get my own car na. So, yay!
Oh, shit! Oh, damn! Grabing growth yan. Galing.
So, it's been a wild ride for me. So, yeah, thank you talaga, Kuya, sa like every opportunity that you like.
My pleasure, bro.
Tatlong beses, alam ko tatlong beses talaga back and forth nung dati before
Nahihiya nga ako nung nung start na tayo, nahiya nga ako, sabi ko, shit, kinancel niya yung, kinancel niya mentorship niya sa kabila. Kaya ko kaya to?
But I think that was like a good decision din kasi that was really expensive at that time. Tapos parang after nung nag-mentor tayo, tapos natapos ko na yung sayo, may connection kasi doon ako sa ibang nag-mentorship sa kanya. Nagkaroon din ng parang mga bad stuff. So parang naging good thing na din na nag-shift to one. Like you can't serve two masters, so you go to the anti-guru himself.
Kasi lang din naman there was yung turning point ko doon was, sabi ko, shit, kitaan kita ng potential. But then this guy is just telling you to post content for 90 days. Like, what the hell? Sayang yung efforts mo, bro. And then sabi ko, this is it. Kukunin ko to.
Ayun. Cool. So, thank you so much talaga sa time. Oras ba ito? I mean, gabi.
Thanks din, bro.
1 hour tayo nag-usap. Dumaan lang yung oras.
Oo nga eh. Hindi ko maramdam eh.
Of course.
Feeling ko nga siguro kung iniisa-isa ko yung mga topics na yun, siguro hanggang alas 10 pa tayo.
Pero I guess on my side, I have to close it off kasi may client din ako alas 10. Sige, bro.
Nice talking to you, bro. And I'm really happy and proud of what you're doing right now. Just keep it up.
Okay, kuya. Last point lang. What would be parang i-share mo na important thing when you're diving into the digital market, freelancing itself, even if hindi ka copywriter, ano yung kailangang meron ka para to succeed on this area?
Oh yeah, number 1 is skills. Kasi lalo na ngayon, I mean, I was telling you and some other folks that I've talked to before nung bago pa mag-pandemic or kahit bago pa ako maging mentor. Since 2018, I've been telling other people na it's still the skills na kailangan yung i-hone. Kasi I've been hearing some other freelancers na hindi mo kailangan ng skill, ng portfolio. You just have to fucking do some shit and yun, magical 6-figure income. Kasi nungalingan yun. Ano yun, di ba? Parang, anyway, yun. Lalo nung dating yung pandemic, hindi ko alam, I think mas dumami pa lalo yung number ng freelancers. So you really have to make sure that you stand out from the rest. So regardless kung anong type of skill yung kukunin nyo sa freelancing or sa digital marketing or let's say freelancing in general, you have to make sure that you have the skills. Kasi dagsa yung tao ngayon ng freelancers because of the pandemic. So how you get noticed and stand out from the saturated sea of freelancing in the freelancing market is to invest in mentors or invest in skills talaga. Kasi skills will open doors for you na hindi mo akalain na posible pala yun. Ayun. Invest in your skills.
Yeah, yan din ko yung I mean sa bagong book na ginagawa ko ngayon, ang sabi ko the most powerful ability is to lie. I don't say magsinungaling, but the term lie itself, you have to learn, you have to invest, and you have to enhance the things that you invested in. So,
galing ng acronym Nice play of words, bro.
Yun nga, kaya ngayon like yung mga tuturuan ko, kailangan mo matuto magsinungaling. Sisinungaling. Don't lie.
Galing. Damn, bro. Super proud of you.
Thank you, kuya, sa time. I guess ito yung parang closing for now. And
thanks, bro.
Of course, in the future, mag-uusap pa naman tayo ulit.
Yeah.
Alam ko talaga, we're gonna talk more about this. And
naman, message mo lang ako.
Tawalin mo in the future, pag yun nga, nakaset up na ako sa training ground, ma-invite pa kita dito sa Palawan, tapos maging guest speaker. Di ba?
Oh, shit.
Diba?
El Nido. Ano na yun magiging tipong typical guru na yung setup na.
Bakasyon pala.
Picture ako sa'yo na guru na ako.
Yun kaya. Thank you very much.
Thanks, bro. And keep it up. Keep doing what you believe. And yun, let me know what else you need.